Hi everyone, it's Matthew. Welcome back to my video. Today is another Golden Globes look back. This time, the year of La La Land. I'm joined by Austin. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, this is what our third collaboration now.
Yep.
Yeah, I run Austin Bay Media. I also, if you want to check out some of my recent stuff, um, I contributed to Next Best Picture talking about the SAG-AFTRA strike. Um, I I put out Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is on Blu-ray today, so you can check out my commentary for that. I'm also publishing High School Musical season 4 review and hopefully my Barbie review today.
Nice. I will leave a link to his blog and his Twitter in the description below. Show him some
Thanks.
love. He's amazing. Thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, no problem.
So we're going to be talking about 2017 Golden Globes, the year of La La Land versus Moonlight versus Manchester by the Sea versus the others.
Yeah, versus the others.
I was excited doing this year. I have a controversial exclusion,
Okay,
and I
what's up?
well, you're about to see it. Oh, it's literally
Okay,
in the first category we're about to do,
okay.
so I'll spoil it. So here's what the Globes nominated, and then you go first. They
Okay.
nominate Hacksaw Ridge, Hell or High Water, Lion, Manchester by the Sea, and Moonlight, with their winner being Moonlight. So you go first. What
Okay,
did you
so I
nominate?
so it's interesting because we were talking a bit before we started and what was it I said I didn't watch but I bought. Was it Florence Foster?
Yeah, you just said that.
Yeah, same thing with Lion. I'd done some Oscar prep and I knew that I was nominated. I haven't seen that or Moonlight, so those were automatically disqualified. So I had to dig a little bit deeper. Um, and fun fact, at one point, Captain America: Civil War was in the drama category for
Yeah.
me.
Wow.
Yeah. So nothing was off books for me. Um, so my five in alphabetical order are 10 Cloverfield Lane, directed by Dan Trachtenberg. Green Room, directed by
I
Daniel Saulnier, I think is how you pronounce it.
yeah.
Hacksaw Ridge, Hell or High Water, and then Manchester by the Sea.
Now, I do not have Manchester by the Sea. That was
You
my
don't.
controversial exclusion. I don't have Lion, which
Okay.
should be a surprise to no one, because I'm pretty sure 5 people saw it in the Academy. But I
Uh,
do not have
which movie?
Lion.
Oh
I
yeah,
guarantee you, like 6 people probably saw Lion.
I feel like Lion was one of those where somebody watched the trailer in the Academy and was like, oh, well, it's Dev Patel. We like Dev Patel. Because I think they gave him an Oscar for Slumdog Millionaire,
He
didn't
wasn't
they?
even nominated.
Oh, he wasn't. Okay, never mind.
He should have
I
been, but
I take it back.
we could do a whole nother video just on that Oscars, which maybe that'll be our next Golden Globes one.
Yeah, maybe.
But I nominate Arrival, Fences,
Ooh.
Hidden Figures, Loving, and Moonlight. Now, I hinted to you the other day that I had a movie nominated that some people didn't like. That was Hidden Figures.
Yeah, I didn't like that movie. I I had bought that movie. I think as part of my Oscar catch up. Same thing with Fences, actually. I actually watched all the Best Picture nominees for the Oscars in like the AMC
Yeah,
Best
I
Picture
also wanted to do
showcase.
that.
It's an ordeal, by the way. Um, but yeah, I didn't like Fences or Hidden Figures. Fences just felt too low one location for me. It felt too
That's
much like a
fair.
play, whereas something like The Humans from a couple of years ago felt very much like, oh, hey, we're using the space and kind of using the space as kind of a supplementary thing. Whereas
Yeah, I get that.
Hidden Figures felt very stereotypical. Um,
That's That's fair, but I thought it was just well. I thought the acting was well done enough to.
Oh, for sure. As for Arrival, I'm sure anyone who's heard me talk about Arrival anywhere on the internet um, knows the story behind this. But I went to Arrival. I think I went with it into it having a migraine. So my brain was on overdrive. So I figured out the twist like 5 minutes into the movie.
Oh
So the
wow!
whole movie, I was just waiting for the other shoe to drop. So it was just a really boring experience for me.
Yeah,
Arrival's a good movie. It
yeah.
just I I still had to like it. It just was one of those things where I was like, I can't really, in good conscience, put it on my list.
Fair enough. My winner's Moonlight.
Oh, nice, nice. You, I think mine would have to be Manchester by the Sea because I think that was one of the first movies that actually made me bawl like a baby.
I get that.
Um, like I think 10 Cloverfield Lane would be up there, like in a number two spot. Um, but because that just really, I think that kind of showed people how to do a one location horror movie.
Yeah. You will see 10 Cloverfield Lane in my nomination coming up. That's all I'm gonna say.
Same.
But you will see it at somewhat. Now let's move on to musical or comedy. They nominate 20th Century Women, Deadpool, Florence Foster Jenkins, La La Land, and Sing Street. Now, La La Land obviously won.
Yeah.
It has the record for most Golden Globes wins with 7.
Yeah.
Now, did you change it? Did you keep it? What did you do with that musical comedy?
So I went very much in the comedy category. I leaned a lot towards comedy because that's what I was watching around the time. So I think I kept Deadpool and I kept La La Land
Yeah,
because those are just two really great
I yeah.
movies of the year. Um, but the ones I've changed are so the full list is Deadpool, The Edge of 17, La La
Yes.
Land, The Nice Guys,
Ooh.
and Pop Star Never Stop, Never Stopping.
You okay? Couple of thoughts on that. First off, I
Okay.
also have the Edge of 17,
Okay. Yeah. It's
and I did not nominate Pop Star in picture comedy, but I did nominate in another category.
yeah. You're gonna see it a lot in. Uh, you're gonna see it a lot in one certain category.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, yeah, I love Pop Star. Not enough people saw it.
I agree.
It actually makes me excited for the Please Do Not Destroy project that's rumored to be coming
Yeah,
out this year.
it's gonna be on Peacock. I think it was.
Oh, did it go to straight to Peacock?
That's the rumor, but I
Okay,
think they might put in theaters if they keep delaying the bigger projects.
here's hoping.
Okay, so I nominated Deadpool, The Edge of 17, La La Land, Sing Street, and Swiss Army Man.
You know, Swiss Army Man almost made it on here, and so did The Lobster almost made it here on the qualification of dark comedy. Um, but I didn't put Swiss Army Man here because I was like, there are some things that just didn't work for me in Swiss Army Man.
Fair enough. It's a movie not for everyone. It really isn't.
Oh, I loved it. It's just like there are certain parts where I'm like, could I see this as the best comedy of the year? Not
Well,
quite.
it doesn't matter. I have a clear winner in this category anyway. Sing Street. And that's not
Okay,
me making a joke.
so do I really need to see this movie?
Sing
Um,
Street is awesome. One of my favorite movies ever. It's in my
okay,
top
okay, then yeah, I'll put it on the ever growing list
10 movies
of
to watch.
shame. Yeah,
But
maybe I can make that like a Patreon exclusive.
You should. But to put this in perspective for you,
Mhm.
I chose that over La La Land. I mean, I don't think I need to say anymore.
Oh wow. Okay,
Like, I
so
have La La Land nominated, but I did not pick it as my winner.
okay, yeah. So wow, that's interesting. So then, if it's better than La La Land, I definitely need to watch it.
It definitely is.
Um, because La La Land was in very high regard for me when it came out. Um, I watched it with my then girlfriend. Gosh, picking in this category is like picking my favorite child. Not that I have any, but it's just a turn of
You could
phrase.
seriously think about it and come back. I don't mind.
Uh, I think Popstar. I think it had the most impact on like just how movies were made from then on. Um, because I don't think we've ever seen anything like La La Land or Edge of 17 ever again after this.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Um, so now we're going to do the drama categories.
Okay, for performance.
Yep. We'll start with actor first.
Okay,
They nominate Casey Affleck for Manchester by the Sea, Joel Edgerton for Loving, Andrew Garfield for Hacksaw Ridge, Viggo Mortensen for Captain Fantastic, and Denzel Washington for Fences.
okay, interesting. So quick disclaimer. I merged mine, but I'm gonna
Oh,
go. I'm
why?
gonna show.
Um,
I'm gonna
why
show
don't I
actor
do
first.
actress drama? Well, we'll do them both at once. I don't mind.
Okay, sure.
How it's
Whatever works.
organized, it's not a big deal for me to combine them. But for the actress drama, they nominate Amy Adams, Arrival, Jessica Chastain, Miss Salone, Isabelle Huppert for Elle, Ruth Negga for Loving, and Natalie Portman for Jackie.
Okay. So my combined, I actually, you're gonna see this trend. I couldn't come up with 10. Um, so that's why I combined everything. Um, so I went in alphabetical order. Amy by the Sea, and I don't. I'm gonna do a little bit of category fraud here. I don't know where Eddie the Eagle places in genre, so I just put it in drama.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I put Taron Egerton
Yeah, Edgerton.
for Edgerton for Eddie the Eagle, Andrew Garfield for Hacksaw Ridge, Jake Gyllenhaal for Demolition.
Oh yeah, I
Uh,
forgot. I almost forgot that came out that year.
a lot of people did, based on my theater. Uh, Natalie Portman for Jackie, Mary Elizabeth Winstead for 10 Cloverfield Lane, and Anton Yelchin for Green Room.
Nice choices.
Yeah, I really tried to go with the underrated stuff that wasn't, showing up at the Oscars too much.
I tried to do that too. Now, my actor drama are Don Cheadle for Miles Ahead, Joel
Whoa.
Edgerton, Loving,
Okay.
Andrew Garfield, Hacksaw Ridge, Tom Hanks for Sully, and
Okay.
Denzel Washington for Fences.
I
And
considered Tom Hanks for Sully. I was this close.
it's one of his more better performances. Like from that year on, it's probably one of his better ones.
Yeah.
And then for actress drama, I nominate Amy Adams, Arrival, Emily Blunt, The Girl on the Train, Taraji P. Henson, Hidden Figures, Isabelle Huppert, Elle, and Ruth Negga for Loving. Now, my winners are Denzel Washington for Fences and Ruth Negga for Loving.
Okay, so I need to see Loving as well. That's one I haven't seen. Um, and is Elle any good?
I
Like,
saw it's okay, but she's beyond excellent in it.
okay, so it's one of those. Okay, got it.
It's
Because I
one
was
of
like,
those. It's one of those movies that the performance is so strong it carries the movie.
okay, because I was like, it read to me as like one of those things like where the Golden Globes, the HFPA was just like, we like this person, so we're gonna
Yeah,
nominate this person.
her
Um,
performance is that good that it
uh,
justifies.
okay.
Now, who's your
So
winner?
so winner in drama actor would be Casey Affleck for Manchester by the Sea. Um, and then for actor, or no, I'm sorry, I forgot Anton Yelchin in this. So yeah, Yelchin is going to be drama actor. And then for actress, I'm going to give it to Amy Adams. I liked Portman's Jackie, even though I didn't like the movie. Um, but I there was just something missing from her performance. Just that little extra oomph.
Yeah, I agree with that. Now we're gonna move on to comedy. This is the more interesting category.
Yeah, let me
Now,
see mine.
before we start, let's remind who was nominated in actor and actress
Sure.
comedy. In actor comedy, they nominate Colin Farrell for The Lobster, Ryan Gosling, La La Land, Hugh Grant, Florence Foster Jenkins, Jonah Hill for War Dogs, and Ryan Reynolds for Deadpool. In an actress comedy, they nominate Annette Bening for 20th Century Women, Lily Collins for Rules Don't Apply, Haley Steinfeld, The Edge of 17, Emma Stone, La La Land, and Meryl Streep, Florence Foster Jenkins. What a wonderful categories they did.
The Meryl Streep meme category.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is an interesting category. So I've got Russell Crowe, The Nice Guys,
Nice. He almost made it with me.
Paul Dano, Swiss Army Man.
Interesting. We're going to have a talk about that in a second.
Yeah. Colin Farrell, The Lobster. Ryan Gosling, La La Land. I almost went The Nice Guys, but but we'll talk about that later. Okay, Ryan Gosling, Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool.
Okay.
Andy Samberg, Pop Star, Never Stop, Never
Yep.
Stopping. Haley Steinfeld, The Edge of 17, and Emma Stone, La La Land.
Ooh. Now we're ready for mine.
Yeah.
Mine is Ryan Gosling, La La Land.
Okay.
Fida Walsh-Pello for Sing Street. He's the lead
Okay.
in Sing Street.
Okay.
Daniel Radcliffe for Swiss Army Man.
Okay. Yeah, I could see that.
Ryan Reynolds for Deadpool, and Andy Samberg for Pop Star Never Stop Stopping. Now, in actress comedy, Kate Beckinsale for Love and Friendship.
Ooh, okay.
Kirsten Bell, Bad Moms.
Ooh, okay.
Sally Field, Hello, My Name is Doris. Haley Steinfeld, The Edge of 17, and Emma Stone for La La Land. Now, my actress comedy, I'm still sticking with Emma Stone. Still.
Yeah.
To me, her performance was great. She's worthy of the Oscar. I'm just going to leave it at that. As for actor comedy, I'm actually going to go with Fida Walsh-Pello for Sing Street.
For actor.
Yep.
Okay. So mine are my winning picks are going to be a little more chaotic. I think.
I'm ready. I'm so ready.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Colin Farrell, The Lobster for actor, and then Haley Steinfeld for actress.
It was super close between Stone and Steinfeld. It's ridiculously close.
Yeah, it's within like a razor's edge for me.
Agreed. But yeah, it's a tough field in comedy. It didn't reflect it in the Golden Globes, but the Golden Globes was too busy coming up with different awards to get to La La Land.
Yeah, I mean, it was really that kind of a year where it was just like, hey, we really liked La La Land. Well, how many awards can we give it? Okay, cool.
Give it all 7.
Yeah, give it all 7. Yeah.
It won 7 for 7, which is interesting.
Which is insane.
Well, they didn't double up in song either.
Yeah,
which means they really wanted to do the sweep.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, now we're on to supporting categories. Supporting actor here is kind of basic, but supporting actress is more fun. But let's start with supporting actor. I'll read both of them, but I'm starting with supporting
Okay.
actor. Mahershala Ali for Moonlight, Jeff Bridges Hell or High Water, Simon Helberg for Florence Foster Jenkins,
What is that?
Dev Patel Lion, Aaron Taylor Johnson Nocturnal Animals, and an actress
Oh,
and supporting
Nocturnal Animals.
actress Viola Davis for Fences, Naomi Harris for Moonlight, Nicole Kidman for Lion, Octavia Spencer for Hidden Figures, and Michelle Williams for Manchester by the Sea.
Interesting list.
Simon Helberg. Simon Helberg.
I mean, he's technically on the poster, so I guess, you know. So this is actually, um, this is one of those categories where it's hard. Like I have 20 in here.
Oh, interesting.
Like, but I'm gonna live cut it down.
All right, do you
Um,
want me to go first while you think about it? Because mine are already set.
okay, sure, yeah.
Yeah. Now, my supporting actor are Mahershala Ali for Moonlight, John Goodman
Okay,
for 10 Cloverfield Lane, Jack Rayner for Sing Street,
okay,
Michael Shannon for Nocturnal Animals, and
okay,
Aaron Taylor Johnson for Nocturnal Animals. So I doubled up there.
okay. Aaron Taylor Johnson. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go. Let's see. I'm gonna go Ben Foster, Hell or High Water.
Nice.
John Goodman, 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Yeah.
Ryan Gosling, The Nice Guys. Luke. Let's see. Who should my penultimate? Daniel Radcliffe, Swiss Army Man.
Okay.
And then Patrick Stewart, Green Room for actor. For actress, I have Scarlett Johansson, Hail Caesar.
Ooh, nice.
Imogen Poots, Green Room. Haley Lou Richardson, The Edge of 17.
Nice.
Naomi Watts, Demolition. And Michelle Williams, Manchester by the Sea. I think that's 10.
Yeah. Now
Okay.
we have one overlap, and that is Michelle Williams in supporting actress.
I mean, we've all seen that Oscar clip.
Yeah.
That Oscar clip is what made me cry.
Yeah. So I nominated Viola Davis for Fences, Naomi Harris for Moonlight, Janelle Monáe for Hidden Figures. That to me was the best performance out of the
Okay.
three.
Inspired
Out of the
choice.
three, I think Janelle had the best performance out of the three in that
Oh
movie.
yeah, she did. Yeah.
Lupita Nyong'o for Queen Akate.
Huh. All right.
That was about the chess player from
Yeah.
Africa.
Yeah.
And of course, Michelle Williams from Manchester by the Sea.
Of course.
Now, my winners for supporting actor is going to go to John Goodman.
Interesting.
And my supporting actress is going to go to Naomi Harris for Moonlight.
Naomi Harris. Okay.
That's the mother.
I need to see Moonlight. I might like when I tell people that like there's an insane reaction. It's like wait,
it's such a perfect movie. It's just perfect in every way. It really is.
it's legitimately not even that I have malice against any of the filmmakers. I love Barry Jenkins. I'm excited for I don't want to say excited, but I'm interested to see his take on Lion King.
Yeah.
He's doing that Lion King prequel, like Mufasa or something like that.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see.
And he did Underground Railroad, I believe, on Amazon.
Which again, one of my favorite miniseries of all time.
Yeah, so I have no malice against the director or anyone in it. It was just one of those things where,
It's a blind spot.
it was just like one of those things where I ran out of time
Yeah.
in 2016 to see it. And then, you go on years and years and then it's like, oh, right, I still haven't seen that movie. Um,
Now
but
I'm glad we're doing this year then. To be
yeah, maybe I'll
reminded.
see it.
Exactly.
Um,
Who's your winners again?
yeah,
Um,
actor. I would go Ben Foster for Hell or High
okay.
Water. And then for actress, ooh, 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 ooh. I'm gonna go Haley Lou Richardson, Edge of 17.
That's a good choice. I like that choice. All right.
Like neck and neck with Imogen Boots.
Yeah. Now we're on to best director, and this is probably the one of the weakest categories in terms of
Oh, for
nomination
sure.
wise. Like they gave it Damon Chazelle for La La Land, which deserved direction wise, but they nominated Tom Ford for Nocturnal Animals.
Oh,
Mel,
I read about that, and I think a lot of Golden Globe members came out and they said, "Oh, it's Tom Ford. It's gonna be great."
yeah,
And I think they admitted they never saw the movie.
yep,
So I was like,
Mel,
okay,
yep, exactly. Mel Gibson for Hacksaw Ridge, Betty, Betty, Barry Jenkins,
Betty Jenkins, yeah, that would be
and
a different
Kenneth
movie.
Lonergan. Yeah, and Kenneth Lonergan for Manchester by the Sea. Now, who's your director?
So I have five. I have Shane Black for The Nice Guys,
Nice.
Damien Chazelle, La La Land,
Okay.
uh, Yorgos Lanthimos for The Lobster, uh,
Nice.
Kenneth Lonergan for Manchester by the Sea,
Okay.
and uh, David Mackenzie for Hell or High Water.
Zero overlap in director.
Good, good. I was hoping. When I made the list, I was like, I hope it's not just one of those things where we're repeating the same things over
Nope.
and over again.
So my director is John Carney for Sing Street,
Okay.
Damien Chazelle for La La Land, Barry Jenkins for Moonlight, Denis Villeneuve for Arrival, and Denzel Washington for Fences.
Okay. I forgot he directed that.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about that.
Now my winner is actually John Carney for Sing Street.
Oh, wow. Okay. So I definitely just upping the stakes with each nominate win uh
It has one more
that
win.
is
That's
one more
all.
win.
It has one more win. It's probably obvious what I'm hinting at in best song.
Oh. Gotcha. So yeah, mine is actually going to be David Mackenzie for Hell or High Water.
It was a good movie. It was so close to making it. It was a
Hmm.
lot of sixes for me. Hello, I
Yeah,
watched.
yeah. I think my six would have been Denis, um, but I think Blade Runner 2049 is better among his filmography. So I was like, all right, if someone ever does a 2019 year, I'll be like, or did it come out 2019?
I am 2018 for the 2019.
2018. Okay. Um, then that would be where I'd have him winning because
Yeah,
man, that's just a great movie. That's
agreed.
but yeah, David Mackenzie knocked it out of the park.
He
Especially
did.
with some of the cinematography tricks that
Yeah,
happen in a casino scene that I won't spoil for those who haven't
yeah.
seen it.
Definitely check out Hell or High Water if you haven't already.
Yeah, I think it's on. I guess it would be on Paramount Plus because that's where all the Yellowstone spinoffs are.
Yeah. Now, speaking of Hell or High Water, best screenplay.
Hmm.
Kind of the same thing, but we'll talk about it. Damon Chazelle for La La Land, which won. Which the screenplay in La La Land is not why the movie is
It,
great.
it- yeah, it's not the strongest part of it. I've
It's
read the
the
screenplay.
music, Emma Stone's performance, and the directing. That's it.
Yeah, and the
And Ryan
songs.
Gosling. Yeah. Tom Ford for Nocturnal Animals again.
Okay.
Barry Jenkins, Moonlight. Kenneth Lonergan, Manchester by the Sea. And Taylor Sheridan for Hell or High Water.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now,
Um.
screenplay at the Globes is harder than the Oscars because they don't split it up.
Yeah, that's the one thing where I was like, do I try for 10? But I was like, you know what, let's just keep it to 5. Um, but I have Damien Chazelle La La Land. Even though it's not the best part, but it's still like the story is uh it could have gone badly. So um then I have Kelly Fremon for The Edge of 17,
Yes.
who I did want to put her in director, but I was like, is her directing better than Shane Black? And I'm like, I don't think so.
The
Um,
screen the screenplay in that movie is the strongest.
yeah.
Like it's strong directing.
Then I have Yorgos Lanthimos, and I'm not even gonna try to say the second name.
I know who
For The
you're trying to say.
Lobster.
I know who you're
Yeah.
trying to say.
Uh, uh, Kenneth Lonergan for Manchester by the Sea, and then Tyler Sheridan for Hell or High Water.
All right. So 2 overlaps, and it's actually the
Okay.
first 2 you mentioned, Damien Chazelle and Kelly Fremont Craig for Edge of 17.
Mm-hmm.
The Daniels for Swiss Army Man,
Okay.
Barry Jenkins for Moonlight, and Theodore Melfi and Allison Schroeder for Hidden Figures.
Okay.
And my winner is definitely Barry Jenkins for Moonlight. Like
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna debate it.
Yeah. Didn't that win Best Original at the Oscars?
And one adapted because it's based
Oh,
on a small play.
right. Yeah.
There was a
Because
lot of
I
controversy about that because the play came after the movie, so there was a little controversy there. But it
yeah,
was adapted.
kind of like Glass Onion.
Yeah, exactly.
That having to be adapted. Um, Also, I want to point out we just downplayed Damien Chazelle's screenplay for La La Land, but we both have it.
I know, right?
um, but that said, um, I'm gonna go with the wild pick of Yorgos Lanthimos for The Lobster.
Go for it. It's definitely the most original of the year.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
I still think about that ending. Even 5, 6, no, 7 years later. It's one of those scenes where you're like, oh no.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's a good choice.
Yeah, like I love Fremont's screenplay for Edge of 17, but there's like some efficiency issues I have with it, specifically regarding Woody Harrelson's character. Uh, like I feel like you could have cut him out of the movie and it would have still been the same movie.
Yeah, I would agree with that. All right, now we're on to my favorite category, best score. This is probably my favorite category in general to do.
Yeah.
Now they nominated Nicholas Bertel for Moonlight, Justin Hurwitz for La La Land, Johan Johansson for Arrival, which was disqualified from the Oscars.
So dumb.
So dumb, I agree. Justin O'Halloran and Hashka for Lion,
Okay.
and then Hans Zimmer, Pharrell Williams, and Benjamin Wallfish for Hidden Figures.
Oh, I forgot that was a Hans Zimmer score. You almost forget.
Yeah. Now,
Um,
now I will
so
spoil my score and saying 4 out of 5
okay,
match the Golden Globes.
okay. So mine are almost completely different. I want to say, um, I've got Brooke and Will Blair for Green Room,
Okay.
Nick Cave and Warren Ellis for Hell or High Water,
Okay.
Justin Hurwitz for La La Land, and Johan Johansson for Arrival,
Okay.
and then Bear McCreary for 10 Cloverfield Lane.
That almost made my Golden Globes.
Yeah,
It
see,
almost made it.
like there was one where I was like, does Manchester by the Sea make it or The Lobster make it? And I was like, no, Bear McCreary is the GOAT.
I I agree. It was so close. It was so close.
Yeah, I feel like that's going to be a theme.
Actually, you
eh,
know what? Screw it. I'm putting it in instead of my last one. I'm serious.
yeah,
All right. So now my score is Nicholas Bertel, Moonlight, Justin Hurwitz, La La Land, Johan Johansson, Arrival, Dario Martinelli for Kubo and the Two Strings,
oh yeah,
and Bear McCurley for 10 Cloverfield Lane.
forgot Kubo had a really great score. I forgot about that. That like I was jamming out in the theater and everything.
I loved Kubo and the Two Strings. I actually wrote a high school paper on it
Nice.
and how it
Um,
both follows and doesn't follow the traditional hero structure.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's one of those where you're like, here's where we're gonna change the entire structure of what stories mean. Um, I should have put that in screenplay, but oh well.
It was my number 6. It really was.
Yeah, I just was like, I don't know. Do you do that?
I wish I put that instead of Hidden Figures. That's for sure.
Um, but my winner would be I want to say Hurwitz. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Hurwitz
Mine
for La La
too.
Land.
That score was
Um,
just too perfect. It
now
really.
he fell off after this, like massively. Um, like I that Babylon score is just like a repeat of the La La Land score, and it's just like I think you could maybe get outside your comfort zone with this. But yeah, Justin Hurwitz for La La Land.
Same. All right, so we're gonna do best song and then best animated, and then we're done.
Okay, cool.
Now, for best song, I hope you're ready for the weirdness they nominated first.
Oh, same.
Can't Stop the Feeling from Trolls. Okay, fine, normal.
Yeah.
City of Stars, La La Land. Faith from Sing.
Yeah.
Gold from Gold. That was the cheesy Matthew McConaughey movie that came out.
Oh yeah.
It's Daniel Pemberton, so that's why they love it. And then how far I'll go from Moana.
That pops up in mine. Same with City of Stars.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no. Yeah, no, yeah. Uh, but
I only have
City of
one for you.
Stars. So City of Stars shows up in mine. And despite my hate of Lin-Manuel Miranda post Moana, he appears in here. Also somebody who fell off really hard. Although I do like what was that one? Oh, gosh, In the Heights. That was really good.
In the Heights.
And the rest are from one film. The next 3 are from the same movie. They're all from Pop Star Never Stop, Never Stopping.
I love it. I love it so much.
The 3 songs are Two Banditos, Hunter the Hungry is Gonna Eat, and Turn Up the Beat featuring Emma Stone.
I love that.
Or, I'm sorry, Turn Up the Beef. Google Docs auto-corrected that.
I love that so much. Now, mine are Another Day of Sun from La La Land. That's the song at the very beginning of the movie. That's my favorite. Drive It Like You Stole It from Sing Street.
As you do.
How Far I'll Go from Moana. Someone in the Crowd from La La Land. And You're Welcome from Moana.
Oh, see, like I've watched that movie so many times where I'm like, I can't listen to the song anymore.
That's how I feel too. My winner though is Drive It Like You Stole It from Sing Street.
Yeah, I think then that I don't know if that won for the Oscar, but I know it
wasn't
nominated.
even nominated.
It wasn't.
Nope.
They because it's not original
documentary.
Song.
They went with the documentary one.
Okay. Yeah. So my winner, I think this will surprise no one. Is Hunter the Hungry is Gonna Eat.
I love it.
Featuring Chris Redd.
That was probably my favorite song out of that movie.
Yeah, I should probably show you how many times I played it, but yeah, that was the song I listened to the most. Now I did disqualify a song from this because it was a deluxe track.
Okay.
I eliminated F off.
Oh yeah.
Because it was listed as a bonus track, so I'm like, okay, I can't in good conscience put that in there.
That's how I feel.
That would have won.
I'm just making sure my animated films. There's 2 of them. I'm not sure if I want to make sure they actually came out this year.
I ran into that a lot too. Yeah, because there's a lot that There's one that came out in 2017 that I had to knock off my list.
Yeah. Yeah, but nope, mine are ready to go. So last category we're doing an anime feature. They nominated Kubo and the Two Strings, Moana, My Life as a Zucchini,
One
Sing
of my
and
blind spots, by the way.
I've seen it. It's okay. It's it's okay. It's the best way to
Okay.
put it.
Yeah, I think there was also like Oscar nominated film like my entire high school is sinking into the sea or something. I think that was this year
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, and Zootopia, which of course won because they had to go
Yeah,
safe and basic.
Disney.
Yeah. Like if you had to go Disney, why that one and not Moana? At least Moana took a few risks.
Yeah, and Moana like was the crowd pleaser too. So it's
Yeah.
like, come on, you could have just
Yeah.
give The
I
Rock
did
a Golden Globe.
yeah, I did stick with Zootopia. Well, not as my winner, but I did stick it.
Yeah, I've got some interesting picks. I've got some
Okay,
interesting
you
picks.
you go first and then I'll go second.
Now, the first one I have to qualify because I hate this movie, but I only saw 5 animated movies in 2016. So, Finding Dory. Uh, I hate this movie, but I looked through my letterboxd. I looked through all the calendars for animated movies. I only saw 5 animated movies that year that was released that year, and this made the list. Um, Then we've got Kubo and the Two Strings, Massive Skill Gap, Moana, Sausage Party,
Oh,
and
interesting.
Zootopia. Um,
Wow.
so, and honestly, if I had to rank these in order of preference, it would have to go. Uh, well, I'll say my winner first, and then I'll
Yeah.
rank them. My winner is going to be obvious since we announced this whole thing. It's going to be Kubo and the Two Strings.
Now mine I'm gonna have to think about. And once
Okay.
I say them, you'll see why.
Okay, so then my rankings of preference put Finding Dory all the way at the bottom. That's number 5,
Put
and
it
then you
underneath some trash, then it'll be
yeah
fine.
yeah. Basically the nomination might as well not exist.
Yeah.
Um, then you've got um, Zootopia, Sausage Party, Moana, Kubo.
Nice. Now, mine is Kubo and the Two Strings, Moana, The Red Turtle,
I needed to see that too. Yeah.
Your Name. Your Name did come out that year, so it is eligible. And
Okay. Yeah.
Zootopia. Now, I'm stuck between Kubo and Your Name.
Okay. So all right, let's talk this through. Um, which one
Zootopia is
would
5. I'll just
okay?
state that for the record.
Uh, So which one, if I presented the Blu-ray of both of the movies, it right now said watch this movie, pick one.
I'm probably going to grab Kubo, so I guess that's my winner.
Yeah,
But Your Name was so close, though. It's ridiculously close.
yeah. That was one of the. You'll hear me say this a lot, but that was one of the ones where I was just like, oh, I didn't know if this came out in 2017 or 2016, and then I just missed it. Um, in preparation. So yeah.
Your Name was the one I had to check to see if it came out. Because a lot of people at the 2018 Globes was pissed that they nominated Boss Baby and not Your Name, but Your Name didn't technically come out that year, so that's why.
Yeah, there's a lot, and I think this actually serves as an interesting data point for why we're not talking about foreign language. Um, we're not talking about foreign language because I, I looked 2014, 2015, 2016 foreign
Yep.
language releases because sometimes a movie gets released in its home country a year before or a year or two before it gets released in the U.S. Um, Look at El Profugo, which is named The Intruder in the United States. I think that got released a year after
Yeah.
its festival premiere. Um, and even 2014, 2015, those were released in 2014, 2015.
Yeah.
So I can do that. So therefore, I didn't see any foreign language films released in 2016, and this was also like the start of where foreign language was just films were just starting to get more popular in
Yeah.
America. I
Starting to
I
get
think
more
we
access to them.
I think we talked about 2018 is really where we started getting foreign language
Yeah,
films where you didn't have to import it from another country.
exactly. I saw 3 foreign language films, and 2 of them are in my anime category. Your Name and the Red Turtle.
Oh yeah, that is foreign language. Yeah,
And then L is the third one I've seen because I mentioned it.
yeah, made in
Out,
France,
out
right?
of those 3, I definitely would pick Your Name for sure. Out of the 3, that's no
Yeah,
contest on that. But that's it for now. Austin, thank you so much for joining.
yeah. Thanks so much for having me.
Now we have a little surprise that Austin and I are doing, but you're gonna have to wait and see. And until next time, bye.
Bye.